We have breaking news for you tonight. A second Knox County employee is facing charges of official misconduct. A grand jury this week handed up indictments against former County Trustee employee Jason Dobbins and current Property Assessor Phil Ballard.
Ballard turned himself in yesterday on the criminal charge, book then released on a $5,000 bond. We were at the City County building this afternoon as Dobbins turned himself in. On your screen now, he is the one on the far left there walking into court with his lawyer.
Dobbins, Ballard, and County Trustee Justin Biggs were investigated for potential misuse of county property and money. Auditors with the State Comptroller's Office also just released a report, and it highlights 4 key findings, including financial misconduct and abuse of official position by Dobbins, improper county vehicle use and travel allowance by Ballard, improper county vehicle use and questionable travel expenses by the county trustee, and widespread improper personal use of county vehicles by multiple employees. We are still going through that report, and we'll break it down more for you coming up tonight on 10 News at 6.
This investigation did last months. Dobbins' attorney releasing a statement this afternoon. Stephen Ross Johnson says he has long been involved in and contributed positively to our community. The charges are one-sided allegations only, and Mr. Dobbins is presumed innocent. He will plead not guilty.
And Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs also posted a statement on social media. It says, while the property assessor and the trustee's office both operate independently and are not under the purview of the mayor's office, allegations of misconduct by any elected official or employee undermine confidence in government, which is already rightfully low. While both Phil Ballard and Jason Dobbins are charged, the grand jury chose not to indict Dobbins' former boss, Knox County Trustee Justin Biggs.
Also today, some context on the stakes in this case for each of the men, and that includes the potential punishments that a conviction could deliver. We turn to 10 News reporter Ellis Roll to break down the felony charge of official misconduct. Ellis?
Yeah, John, Brittany, the charges for Ballard and Dobbins come after that state comptroller's investigation into the misuse of county property and in funds. It's important to note they are very different cases. Ballard's accused of using a county vehicle for several months while also taking a $7,600 travel allowance. The comptroller's report says Dobbins used his position to make more than $100,000 by selling delinquent properties before they went to a tax sale and through wholesale transactions. He also used a county truck for personal use. Now in Tennessee, official misconduct charges apply to public officials who use their position for personal gain or to commit a crime. Ballard faces 1 count and Dobbins faces 2. We have seen Knox County leaders face similar criminal charges in the past. Former trustee John Duncan was charged with misconduct in 2013 after giving raises to himself and others. And Glenn Jacobs' former chief of staff, Brian Hare, was also charged with misconduct after he used a county golf cart for personal use for several months. And former trustee Mike Lowe was charged with felony theft in 2012 after putting 2 people on his payroll that collected benefits and overtime but did no work. Knoxville attorney Don Bosch helps us break down the charges.
Official misconduct captures any crime that an individual might commit while using their office. So it could be embezzlement, it could be an assault under the color of your office, it could be any number of things.
Now, state law divides felonies into 5 classifications, classes A to E. Misconduct is a Class E felony, the least severe, as opposed to a Class A, which includes first-degree murder and aggravated rape. Now, you can be charged with other crimes in addition to official misconduct, say with theft or assault, if you used your position to commit those crimes. Now, those crimes can be bumped up to a higher classification and carry longer punishments. A typical official misconduct charge carries a punishment of 1 to 6 years in prison, but first-time offenders may be able to get probation. And the charge does prevent Ballard specifically from holding office and takes his pension away. We'll be breaking this down more with what's next for Phil Ballard and Jason Dobbins tonight at 6. But now we want to send it over to John Becker and investigative producer John North for more on Phil Ballard.
All right, Ellis, thanks very much. And again, veteran reporter John North, we're leaning on you to talk about the property assessor Phil Ballard because Number one, he is an elected leader and could remain in office as this case plays out.
Yeah, I think you can make that safe assumption. He'll be around for a while. He's not even appeared in court yet, but it's also worth noting, John, that as a public official, there will be pressure put upon him to reconsider his future in terms of remaining in office.
One key piece of evidence in this case is an email. Explain why.
Incredibly significant, something our own Brittany Bailey acquired this spring. It's an email shortly after he took office in which he was asked, Phil, do you want a travel voucher or do you want a vehicle? He said, I'll stick with the travel voucher. I don't need a vehicle. And then he turned around very quickly and started using a vehicle and drawing the travel voucher. In the comptroller's report today, we learned they say he used that vehicle about 150 times.
Only about 10 seconds left, John, but explain where this case goes from here. What's the one thing we should watch for in the coming weeks?
All right, so his attorney, T. Scott Jones, is going to be working behind the scenes to see if he can attack the case. And then I think there's a good chance he's going to be looking at what are the best outcomes for my client. Don't see prison for him. Would see maybe in a year to 18 months a resolution.
John North with the context tonight.